Hey, nice t-shirt. I didn't know you like football. Of course I do. I like football as much as the next guy.
Say what?
Hello and welcome back to a new episode of Free Talk Say What. The expression of today, as much as the next guy. Let's start. Okay, the expression of today is a great expression because not only are you going to learn a new expression, but you are going to learn something more that you can use in a lot of different situations. So let's start. The expression is as much as the next guy. As much as the next guy. So let's start with the first part of this expression, which is as much as. As much as. As much as is something we use when we want to compare two things. But this comparison is a comparison of equality. So one thing is not more than the other. These two things are equal. They are the same. So I'm going to give you some examples so you can see how we use this comparison. So let's take these two cities, these two city boxes. When you look at them, they are very similar. Actually, they are exactly the same. So when we take a look, for example, at the size of these are equal in size. So when we want to express that they are the same, we say this box is as big as this one. So this box is as big as this one. So it's not bigger, it's not smaller. They are the same. Now, let's suppose we want to compare these two books. These two books are different. The authors of these books are different people, so they are different books. But we want to compare these books. So we can talk about a lot of different things about the content of the book. So maybe I say that this book is interesting, but this book is also interesting, and they are equally interesting. So I say this book is as interesting as this book. They are equally interesting. Or this book is good. This book is good as well. So this book is as good as this one. Okay? So that is how we use, in this case, as much as a comparison. Here we are saying as much. So the thing we are using to compare, in this case, is the quantity or the amount of something. As much as. Okay? Well, that is the first part. So in this case we say as much as what? As much as the next guy. The next guy. So the notion of the next is not really different. So if I am here, for example, and there is another person here, this person is the next person, and then the next, and then the next, right? So next is what comes later, what follows. But here we are saying the next what? The next guy. G-U-Y. Guy. So what is a guy? What's a guy? Well, usually we say guy to talk about boys, to talk about a male person, a man. So I am a guy. My brother is a guy. My dad is a guy. We usually use it to talk about men. Sometimes we can also use it to talk about women, but if we talk to a group, for instance. So if, for example, I have here in front of me 5 boys and 5 girls, I can say hello guys, and I mean hello people, not only boys and girls, okay? But usually we say guy to talk about boys, men, okay? So then that's the expression we have here, as much as the next guy, as much as the next guy. So this means the same quantity, the same amount as the next guy. So what is the implication of this expression? When you say as much as the next guy, you mean that you do or like or enjoy or whatever any other activity, you do it in the same amount or with the same intensity as any other person. In this case we say the next guy, but the next guy is only a way of saying any other person, okay? So as much as the next guy means in the same way that the rest of the people. So let's check some examples so that you can see how we use it. Okay, so let's suppose that maybe a friend of yours says to you, hey, you don't like music, right? Because maybe they never see you wearing your headphones, you don't talk about music, so they believe that you don't like music. And they say, hey, you don't like music, right? And you say, of course I do. I love music as much as the next guy. So everybody likes music and I like music too. I am no different. I like music as much as the next guy. Okay? Now, another example could be that maybe someone says to you, hey, why you never go out? So you are always in your house, you never leave the house, you don't go to clubs or to parties. Why you never go out? And you say, what? Of course I go out. I go out as much as the next guy. So I go out a lot. I go out the same way that all people go out. I like to go out and I do it. I go out as much as the next guy. Okay? Now to finish here, let's check the example we used in the conversation in the beginning. We had this conversation between 2 guys and one says to the other, oh, that's a nice t-shirt, an NFL t-shirt. I didn't know you like football, so I believed that you didn't like football. And then the other guy is I don't know, kind of shocked or surprised. He says, of course I do, of course I like football. I like football as much as the next guy. Okay? So here we are assuming, of course, that these 2 guys, I don't know, live in the United States, and it's an understanding. It's almost obvious that everybody likes football. So he says, I like football as much as the next guy. And now, just to finish this episode, I will tell you the reason why I decided to explain this particular expression today. There is a lot of people following what we do at Free Talk, and a lot of people are sending me emails or messages to tell me what they think about our content. And a lot of them, most of them, people I know, my friends, tell me, Alan, you should get some rest. You are always working, so you should relax a little and rest. And they say, use this short vacation we have now on Easter and relax, get some rest, because you never rest. And I say, no, I mean, I do work a lot, but I rest as much as the next guy. So I sleep well and I take pauses, I take breaks. So yes, I work a lot, but I rest as much as the next guy. And well, that is the reason why I wanted to explain this expression to you today. And I will ask you, what are the things that you do or like or see or watch or play or whatever? What things do you do as much as the next guy? So you can let me know down here in the comment section, and don't forget to like this video if you liked it, share it, and subscribe to the channel so you can watch all the videos we're making for you. Thank you very much for listening. See you then, and keep it simple. That is the reason why I wanted to explain